Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Delusional's Arcade. So in this episode you're going to see we're actually in the car, we're driving, there is a pandemic going on so I will be safe. I have my Pac-Man themed mask right here which I wear all the time to work or going out or whatever. So Jeff and I hung out a couple weeks ago and I said, you know, it'd be a nice idea if we show this awesome arcade that you have to the public and to my viewers. So he agreed and he's willing to give us a tour. We're also going to pick up a back door that he made for me for my GA Plus. So I can't wait to see this video. You guys are going to be awesomely surprised because it is really drop down gorgeous arcade. So I guess without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So Jeff Kinder, if you guys don't know who he is, he actually founded the Dragon's Lair project site. It's all kinds of information about the Laserdisc games and all that. He has a whole team of people working on that. You got to check out the site. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see it. But he does a lot of work with that. And of course, you know, he does have some Dragon's Lair things that he's doing. I believe he's working on one, which I'll let him explain in a minute. But he has a whole row of that and all kinds of projects. And he's just a great guy in general. He also does CAX, where he volunteers over there. He flies out there and is working nonstop from what I hear, you know, 24/7, you know, the whole time he's there, moving games, organizing things, and so, you know, making sure they're working. So, you know, along with the other team of people that are there. But that's where I first heard about him, and I've never been to CAX, but I will eventually. But hopefully, you know, I didn't realize Jeff was so close to me. You know, I'm native to New York City, and he's right there in New Jersey. So, you know, I figured why not? I went to visit him, hung out with him, and he's also cutting a back door for me. He did already, but I think we have to cut another one. So I'm not sure how that's going to work today, if I'm going to, you know, help him do one or if he's just going to have it ready. But, you know, I always like to learn and I like to pass it on to you guys. So if he does cut one, we'll probably get a little snippet of that. And then, of course, we'll go and delve right into the arcade. So, all right, so let's continue driving here and then we'll just see Jeff. Okay, we're here. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
How you doing?
How's it going? Almost done?
Yeah, it's getting there. Almost ready for you.
It looks easy, but it's not.
Yeah. I try to make it look easy, but
yeah. So he's cutting a door for me, which is awesome for my Ms. Pac. We tried last time, we were unsuccessful because we didn't realize that there's like 3 different doors for midways. So here's the other one that he cut earlier. Last time we were here, and this is actually the 1/2-inch version, which is Ms. Pac for the GA Plus. So just want to say he does not cut, you know, he doesn't do the business anymore. I know people, he's known for like doing some great craft stuff, but he no longer really commissions, you know, time is valuable, family, right? I'm in the same boat, so just I totally know.
Do it for the fun of it. That's
exactly. But we're doing this one off, you know, we're just going to be doing it really quick and then we'll get the arcade tour. So let's quickly bang this out and then we'll head downstairs. Okay, looks like we're done.
Yep, came out pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, so let's have fun now.
Hopefully it fits.
Yeah, it will, I'm sure. Oh, my favorite sounds. Awesome. So I'm going to turn this on slightly down here. There we go. That's fine, right?
Yep. Here she is.
Nice. All right, so where did you want to start? Well, let's start at, what's your favorite game? Let's start at that one and work our way around.
Favorite game is definitely Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dragon's Lair is not working right now.
Right.
But yeah, Dragon's Lair is definitely my favorite.
Well, that's the one you said you were working on with Dragon's Lair 2 dedicated,
yes,
right?
I'm working on building a dedicated Dragon's Lair 2 cabinet in a Dragon's Lair cabinet machine.
Right. Okay. So we'll actually save the best for last.
Yeah.
So it actually goes in a circle, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
cool.
Most of these machines I got 20, 25 years ago. I started collecting 92 into 92 into 93. So a lot of the machines I got back then, when you can easily get machines for $50, $100.
Right. People just wanted to move them out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. They're in great shape. These are all original too, or you restored these?
Some of them are original.
Like
some
this
of them
feels original.
Yeah, this one I actually just recently picked this one up. I picked it up from I think it was an estate sale.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Because I've had the reproductions and they don't feel like this. Like it feels like rough, like almost like sandpaper.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome though. So Zaxxon, not many people love this game, but it's a great game nonetheless.
Yeah, Zaxxon. I have a Super Zaxxon out in my garage right now. That was.
Oh, okay.
I don't have room in the basement here for it.
You're not going to sell it because okay. Because my favorite is Zaxxon over. I was going to say I don't really like Super Zaxxon. It's too hard for me.
It is. Super
it's
Zaxxon is just silly. I mean, all it is
it's like cartoon graphics.
Made it go faster, and they took a game that is hard and made it incredibly hard.
Right. It's really.
But it's the dedicated. The Super Zaxxon that I have is the dedicated cabinet, and it's the one that was in that cereal contest from back in the '80s. There was a contest where it was on a cereal box where you could win a Zaxxon, Pango, or Star Trek.
Wow! Video arcade game. The Magic Motion poster and screen that tell you if you've won are in specially marked boxes of halvesies.
Right.
And this one was one of them. I didn't win it, but it was
someone else
from the contest.
Oh, from the contest. Yeah. That's really cool.
Because it came with all the paperwork. It was wired for free play.
Right.
For your home and stuff like that.
So that's the stories that I like to hear. I love hearing backstories because, anybody can have a Zaxxon, but when you have the Super Zaxxon, like talked about, if you have the one that was in that, it makes it unique. It's collectible, and So Phoenix.
Yep, got Phoenix and Pleiades.
Cav. Wow. They're in really nice shape. Man.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, the basement hides a lot of
imperfections.
Issues.
Well, that's
with
a trick, though. You turn on the lights.
Yeah, lights are dimmed down. So, but they're in pretty good shape. They're nice. Crystal Castles. Millipede.
One of my favorite games.
Yeah, I love Crystal Castles. It was actually the second game that I had ever purchased was Crystal Castles. First game I bought was Hyper Sports. Second game was Crystal Castles.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Millipede. Yep. Yeah. I have this game. I have the kid in there from the Super. What is it? I want to say it's a Super Breakout, where it has Super Breakout Warlords.
Yep.
Millipede, Centipede.
That's cool. Yeah. This one's just it's just Centipede and Millipede in this one.
Oh, it has. So you have both. So you're running a Millipede board in there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Millipede
you have
board.
to,
You have the kit. Yeah.
Nice. And Kangaroo doesn't get much love, right?
Yeah, no, nobody loves Kangaroo. I got Kangaroo and I got the sister machine, Arabian.
Oh, really?
That one's out in the garage.
Okay, we'll check that out later.
Yeah, that one needs some work. It needs an overlay for it, and it needs to be cleaned up. But yeah, Dig Dug looks like it's having some issues right now, so just ignore that. That'll give me something to do tonight.
It's bugging out saying, free play, what? Free play? Yeah. I just saw free play on there.
Yeah, and look, Asteroids, now this is a new problem. It's obviously working, but I could see the monitor's not on, so...
Oh, okay,
that's,
I had the opposite problem with Millipede last week.
Oh, really?
Where the monitor was good, but the board, it was AR, so...
Yeah, it's just, I mean, these machines, every time you turn them on, something is not working.
Right. Well, that's normal to me. I totally understand.
I got Missile Command.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, I got that one. I got that one about.
Huge trackball.
I don't know, maybe about 10 years ago. Some woman, her husband died, and it was in the garage. And she, I got a game in my garage. I need to get it out. I got it for $100. So.
Right. Yeah, it's in. I mean, even this here, I love this. Like, I'd leave it totally. I wouldn't even paint it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because that shows you like where everybody put their hands. Like,
I like when you see it on a lot of like Pac-Man machines. People are putting their hands while they're playing it. So it's all worn out on the on the side. You got Joust. This is one. I have a lot of the Williams cabinets, but some of them are in the garage. Some of them are at my parents' house. So this is the only one that I have here.
Right.
And then
nice. And it's running the original board set, or?
No, it's running the J-Rock.
Yeah. It's still FPGA, so. But still, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I got my Nintendo row here.
Wow.
Now, I'm working on. Up at my parents, I have Super Mario Brothers. I'm working up there on a Mario Brothers, and I have Donkey Kong 3 in the garage.
Okay.
So when I get all three of those, then I'm going to pull the Joust and the Punch Out and the Super Punch Out out.
And just have
Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Jr., Mario, and Super Mario.
Wow. So this looks like you restored it.
Yeah, these are all.
They look all brand new.
All these have been restored. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, these Donkey Kong Jr. I have laminate. I got just the gloss laminate on it.
Right.
Donkey Kong 2, I have purple.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's purple vinyl.
Oh, I
it's
see.
like a metallic purple vinyl. It's really cool.
Eat your heart out, Chance.
Yeah. And then the Super Punch Out and the Punch Out. I just recently restored both of these. They have the this old game. I don't know if I can pull it out. You can see this side art on it.
That's
really
recent.
really cool.
That's like within the last 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
Like that.
So and the Punch Out's the same thing. Full side art. Really
That's
cool.
nice.
So I did black. Satin black vinyl. It's got a little bit of a shine to it because the original cabinets had like a nice shiny gloss paint to them.
Right.
So it's got the satin vinyl and then the cool decals on it.
Nice. So yeah, you got to make it your own.
What's
There's
that?
people that say no, you can't do that. What are you doing? But
yeah, I mean, for me. And
depends
I
who
know
owns it,
A lot of people, it's got to be all original. They don't like me. I just like them to look new.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Because to me, like everybody's like, oh, it kills the value. But me, I don't care what. I could care less if all these are worth $0 to me because I
don't never get rid of them.
I don't buy them for for money value. They're sentimental value to me.
Right.
So I don't care what they're worth as long as I have them. I'm not selling them, so I like them.
Like this one here, I want to go back to this. This is all custom stuff that you can buy, right, for the DK2 kit or D2K.
The DK2. I don't know if you could still. I guess you could still get the art package for. I don't know. I know this old game was selling it for a while. I don't know if they're still selling it anymore.
Yeah, I'm really into the different looks and stuff because they have the remix kits, which you said you have in here.
Right.
But at ZapCon, there was a guy, Jason Birch, who, I have a video on it where he showed the DK Junior, he showed the DK Remix, and his daughter does Photoshop, and she's really good at Illustrator and all that, and she redid all the graphics.
Oh, cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, so I really like stuff like this. I think it's awesome that people do that.
But yeah, the art package and the art package for this, I've had the art package from 2007 or 8 when it came out with it. I forget when it was, somewhere around there. I've had this for more than 10 years. And I just kept saying, someday I'll have a Donkey Kong and finally this art was just laying around for more than 10 years. I finally got all the cabinets. And was able to use.
Nice. Yeah, they look great. Yeah.
I'm on the lookout for 2 more of these cabinets because I got almost all the stuff for arm wrestling. And then I want to get the Play Choice 10,
the double monitors.
So I think that would look cool to see 4 of them lined up. I've never seen 4 of them lined up like that. So.
Yeah, well, I've never seen that other picture, which I'm about to show here, which shows your System 1 cabs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're a legend because of that already. Those things are beautiful.
Yeah, the System 1s, that was definitely labor of love for sure. That took a long time to find 6 AR3s and 6 main, System 1 main.
Yeah, they're expensive too.
Yeah. 6 power bricks. It was a lot to find all the different identical pieces. It was funny. I posted that picture on Facebook. That's like the most likes I got on any picture I've ever. It was like 300 likes or something.
Wow.
On Facebook.
Yeah, it's nice. I really like it.
This was my first cabinet, the first cabinet I got, and we got it in, I think it was right at the end of '92, and the cabinet was destroyed. It was so beat up. So I brought it home, and I was, living at my parents' at the time, and my mother hated the cabinet. She was like, "This thing is so ugly. It's in the basement." It's like, so my father's like, "Oh, we could restore it." And I had no idea how to do anything or anything. So my father was just like, he just knows how to do everything. He's one of those people that just they just know how to do everything. So we took the whole cabinet apart. He had, somebody cut the sides, trace the sides out and cut the new sides. We cut it out of melamine, and we redid the whole cabinet. And so this was, we did this in 1993. Yeah, it was fun, and that was what kind of got me.
The monitor is crystal clear. Well, hang on a second. I remember you talking one time. You said you had some new old stock monitors you had for years. Then you said, "Oh, let me just stick them all in."
Yeah, it was probably around 2004. I think Wells Gardner was like blowing these 19-inch monitors out. I bought a whole bunch of them. They were like $100 or $180 each, or $210 each.
That's nothing now. Yeah.
And I remember I bought probably about 16 of them. And I was just pulling all the because all the monitors, a lot of the monitors were bad, not bad, but it wasn't
like
new.
Burning.
So I would pull the monitor.
Let me just pull and put them on the side, put the new one in there,
and put the new monitor in, and then you're like an idiot. And I'll admit it, I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this thing? I just tossed the old monitor. I mean, now.
Don't say that now. We'll cut.
I mean,
now they're worth a lot.
I didn't know. Yeah, I had no idea in 2004 that
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bought my Outrun years ago too, and now a board just sold for $600. I'll put it on the screen here. You could actually see it. It blew my mind that they're just a PCB. I do tube swaps all the time, trying to save them.
Yeah, now it's a different. Now I got tubes out in my shop back there. I got tubes piled.
All right, so you redeemed yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to redeem myself. But yeah, I had no idea 15 years later you wouldn't be able to get tubes.
So track and field, I've seen them with the guards on them. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah, the guards on the run buttons.
Right,
yeah.
So that people won't cheat with a pencil or whatever.
Yeah. I also have a couple of the trackball control panels.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was a Stern made a conversion kit for track and field that used the trackball.
It's really hard. I'm sure all the world records are on this one.
Yeah, no.
Because there's no way you could do that with a trackball. You just can't spin
it. The one bad thing about the trackball, I thought, when I was a kid, I loved it because you would actually get higher records because.
Oh, really?
Because you were able to get full speed.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm a kid. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm getting full speed and I'm getting world records and everything like that. But then you think about it, it actually takes one whole aspect of the game completely away, because everybody gets full speed. So all it's going down to is how close you can hit that button
and
to
what
jump
angle
or throw the. So the speed is one of the aspects of the game, like how fast you can go. The faster you go, the further you'll throw it or jump. So with the trackball, that took that whole thing out. So it's kind of silly. It's plus you would get, with the overlays rough. You go like this, and I would have the worst burns on my fingers.
Yeah, or you pinch yourself I used to pinch myself on the Atari game with the X and O's.
Yeah.
I would always get caught with that huge trackball.
Yeah.
So Commando's another favorite of mine. I played this first on the Commodore 64.
Oh, cool.
And then went back to the arcade.
Nice.
It's way harder too. Classic
Commando,
Kung Fu Master. This is beautiful too.
This one's, I guess the Japanese cabinet. It's 5/8 instead of 3/4.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
And it has the different buttons. It doesn't have the normal these normal sizes. It's got all these buttons on it. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
didn't even notice that.
History of it, where it came from or how it got here, but yeah, it's not the normal thickness.
Wow.
This one's just 5/8.
It's really cool. All right, now you got some classics here with medium res monitors.
Yeah, I got my System 2s here, 720.
720. I love Championship Sprint, one of my favorites. I'd actually
Paperboy.
play the black and white one, right? The Sprint. Which
Oh,
is the original.
Sprint. Yep. Yeah, the old Atari Sprint.
And then
yeah.
when I saw this, I just got hooked. And then all the other ones, the Ivan, you know,
Right.
the off-road, super off-road.
Yeah, these, I bought this one probably, again, 20 years or 18 years ago. I didn't do anything to it, just exactly the way I got it, just cleaned it up. Paperboy, I think I replaced the overlay on Paperboy.
Okay. Do you have the original side art on there? It says Atari?
The Paperboy doesn't have any side art on it, it's just white side. I have a plan. I'm going to do the custom art on both these from this old game. They have the Paperboy art, and they have really, really cool Championship Sprint art. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Yeah.
It's full side art with Championship Sprint in the orange and black stripes. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So that's coming soon.
So let me know. I'll be here. I'm filming it. We're going to see it. It'll be a nice video.
Yeah. And I got my...
Major Havoc here.
Yeah, my row of Atari Vectors here. Major Havoc is in the middle of being worked on right now. This one was a Space Duel cabinet I got from somebody. I've been acquiring all the pieces to put this and convert it into a Major Havoc. The cabinet's all done. I just got the monitor for it. I got all the boards. The only thing I'm waiting on right now is the wiring harness.
Right.
As soon as I get the harness, I'll be able to put it together and fire it up. So
I've never seen this conversion. I've seen the Tempest cabinet.
Yep.
That has the roller, like there's a special panel you get for it.
Yeah,
that has a glowing
the,
roller.
Yeah, the original.
That was at John's. Yeah,
the original conversions for Major Havoc were this one in the Space Duel cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Or
Tempest. Right,
but they didn't have the roller. They only had the knob. That roller is.
But that's a custom
roller.
Right.
Yeah. From the dedicated.
And it's great. I mean, it feels.
Yep.
It's night and day, but it's great with that too, and I love the game.
Yeah, I have the roller controller, but I couldn't find anybody selling this control panel with
only
cutout
the
for
Tempest
it.
one.
I didn't really want to screw around with cutting the panel out. And so I just figured, this is the way I used to play it. This was the style machine I used to play it in.
You're right.
I was back when I was a kid, I was a big fan. The arcade that I used to go to a lot, they were big on multiples of the machines. They had, when Tempest came out, they had 4 Tempest machines.
Wow.
And then when Space Duel came out, they had 4 Space Duels.
I feel bad for the engineers working on those. Those things break down all the time.
Yeah, right.
Times 4.
And then when Major Havoc came out, they converted 2 Tempests and they converted 2 Space Duels, so they had 4 Major Havocs.
Oh, okay. Wow.
They didn't have the dedicated one, but this, for some reason, I just always remember when I was a kid, I just liked this style machine.
Right, and as a collector, it fits better, I think, because the other one, it's similar to Return of the Jedi.
Right. Yeah.
Firefox is my friend has Return of the Jedi, and it's kind of weird putting it in his arcade. He tries to angle it, but it looks great. But I feel this one just fits in perfectly with everything else.
And when, like I said, when I used to play it, they had the Tempest conversion, they had this one, but for some reason I always play it in this machine. I just liked it.
Right.
But that arcade, they had multiples of everything. Like when Dragon's Lair was big, they had 7.
The big screen and everything.
They had 7 Dragon's Lair machines on an end cap. And they would 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one had the monitor on the top, and then 5, 6, 7 around an end cap. It was really, really cool.
I remember my timeout had a monitor outside.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For when people walk by in the mall, and then right inside, I guess they had a wire going in to the game itself, so it would attract people saying, "Look what we have."
Yeah. So Space Duel, Gravatar, Black Widow, and Quantum works, but it's having monitor issues right now. So something with the convergence is off. So one of the colors is really off to the side.
That's the original board too. That's in there.
Yeah.
Because I know they make pre-productions.
Yeah,
so.
that's the original board. Yeah. So that one we're having.
Black
some
Widow.
issues.
I'm playing this later. I use sanitizer or whatever I got to do. All right, so pinball games
here, Funhouse, Whirlwind, Black Knight, 2000. My love for pins starts around 85 and ends at 1990.
Okay.
So there's probably maybe another 10, especially Williams machines that from that time frame that I love that I don't unfortunately have.
And you left them, I realized you put the original incandescent bulbs, you didn't go with LED.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the LEDs. I know everybody
I
converts
applaud
to
you because
LEDs.
everybody's like, oh, you got to put LEDs. They look great.
LED, to me, in my opinion, LEDs are fine in the new machines because the new machines have a lot of white light down, lighting up the playfield. They have colors everywhere, but there's like a lot of white light lighting up the playfield. These playfields are dark, so when you put bright LEDs on it, they're so bright that you, especially in a dark environment, you just can't see the ball because the LEDs are so bright. I mean, it doesn't hurt my eyes or anything like that.
Technology's changed. I want to defend them a little bit because they're saying like you can get pretty close to this look if you like that with LEDs because there's so many different shades and different, you know. I mean, I'm talking through my ass because I don't know, but I don't own a pinball, but I know there's a lot of people that swear they're like, no, they're less maintenance. You can get the same bulbs, and they have flashers and all kinds of different technology now. That
I mean, maybe if I was operating the machines, which I would never do, I would never, run an arcade or anything like that. But I mean, these machines are on very, a little amount of time.
Right.
My fiance Katie, she likes pinball, so she's down here playing them a lot. But,
and then Whirlwind, you squeezed in. I think there's a fan that's supposed to be on top.
Yeah, I had to take the fan off because it doesn't fit with the roof in here.
I actually I played it first at John from John's Arcade. I went to his barbecue and played Whirlwind, and I was like, why do I keep feeling a breeze? Like I wasn't a pinball guy at all. And then later on, I saw somebody playing it, and I saw the fan go. I was like, oh, it was blowing on me the whole time. I didn't even know. But it's a cool feature. It reminds me of that sit down. There's another one where you sit down, it blows air at you. It's like a snowmobile.
Oh, yeah.
Arctic Thunder, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that.
Yeah, Black Knight 2000, another one. But yeah, there's quite a few Williams machines from that time frame that I just love. Diner.
Yeah, this is a great game. I saw the new one too.
Oh yeah, the new one.
That has a Black Knight 2000 mode that you unlock, and the graphics, because it's all LEDs and it's also like screens everywhere. The sounds all change to this mode. So they sampled, I guess it's the same company. They took the same samples, put them in the new game, and when you unlock that mode, it goes into the Black Knight 2000.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is pretty cool, and I'd never seen that. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll move on to.
Oh yeah, we come around.
Let's do this first. The Qbert.
Yeah, Qbert. This has got it's original Qbert board, but it's got the I think the
J-Rock the Gottlieb kit.
Yeah, the kit in it, so it plays
cubes,
Qbert cubes. Yeah, at the time this was from 2002, so it only had the.
Oh, it has the Clay Cowgill version. Okay.
Yeah. But it's original hardware in it.
Cool.
Burger Time.
Pac-Man,
Galaga.
Another classic. And then Pac-Man, the
Pac-Man,
classic.
that's got the kit in it too. It's one of the really old kits. It's got a little button in there, and you can play all the different.
Oh, okay. So that's the true multi-pack kit.
Yeah.
I think it was called the multi-pack. Yeah, there it is on top. They had a marquee you can get for it too.
Right. Yeah.
My friend Jeff has this one. I have the 96 in one.
Oh, okay.
From Mike Doyle.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, and that one works pretty good. Okay, so Galaga, I'm sure you have the fast shoot hack on it too.
Yep.
You could switch it, right?
It's got the kit on it too. Oops, shit, I didn't want to start that.
Oh, okay.
It's got the high score save kit, and it's got the fast shoot, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are great games. I mean, I'm going to have a Galaga, well, it's a bootleg in my new machine, the Gapless I'm building.
Oh.
It's going to have the actual board in there, even though it's a Galag.
Right.
But someone changed the ROMs to say Galaga, so it actually looks like a real Galaga. And it's, it's not emulated, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah, Gapless, that's another one. I love the art on that cabinet. It's just so awesome. And I want to get one and put one of those together too.
Yeah, I remember when I was talking to you when we were just messaging, I was like, look, I'm building this. You're like, no, dude. Oh my God. And last but not least, you said we'll see the other ones that you're working on in the garage too, right? You said you're working on a Dragon's Lair 2 in this cabinet because it didn't have it dedicated, right?
Build another one of these cabinets and put Dragon's Lair 2 in it. So that'll be something for the future.
Right.
Space
Ace, it's working great.
And Thayer's Quest here, with wires hanging all over the ceiling. These 3 cabinets were custom build cabinets. I built all 3 of these cabinets from scratch.
Really?
All 3.
Wow. And they're running Dexter, you said, right?
Yeah, all 3 of them are running Dexter, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I've never actually touched or seen this game. I'm gonna have to play it later because I have no idea what to do.
It's a very
hunting horn.
Thayer's Quest is one of the. It's like you either love it or you hate it. You know,
Right.
it's just one of those games that it didn't do well in the arcade, mainly because it's a game where you kind of just wander around the cities, and you have to listen to the clues, listen to people, listen to what they're doing, think about what to do, who to give what item to what, and
so it's more like a role-playing game almost.
What's that?
It's like a role-playing game,
right? But in an arcade environment, there's a lot of noise. There's kids running around. It's just you can't concentrate when you need to like hear the different cues and things like that. So it didn't do very well in the arcade.
Wow, and you said you built this from scratch. It looks pretty legit.
Yeah, all three of them. These are
I mean, it should if you have the site, right?
Yeah. But yeah, these are replicas of all the original. These are the Dragon's Lair style, and this was the inverted Space Ace style cabinet. Space Ace came in Dragon's Lair style cabinet or Space Ace or this inverted cabinet.
Yeah, it looks really good. All right, so you want to see what else overflow is in the garage?
Yeah, we can take a walk
see
out
part
there,
2 of
check it
the Dragon's Lair here that you're going to do. Nice. Okay, so we're back out by the garage.
Yeah.
So
this is the overflow right now.
this is Juno first?
Yeah, I got a Juno first.
Wow. My son would be going bonkers now. He's 11, but he just loves Juno first.
There's a few cabinets that are here that don't need to be restored, but most of them do. They're all in here. There's a Dragon's Lair cabinet. I got a System 2 cabinet there.
Wow.
There's the Super Zaxxon. I have Carnival. I have a Star Trek Vector.
Wow. Yeah, I can see them all.
Yeah.
Right here. Yep.
There's a Carnival cabinet back there. There's another Pac-Man.
I love that you cover them all, to protect them because, they're
yeah,
valuable.
because I never really trusted the roof in here, but I did redid the shingles on the roof a few years ago, so now we're okay. Yeah, there's the Donkey Kong 3 that's there that needs to be restored. But yeah, there's.
Wow, look, you even have the original joystick on this thing.
Yeah.
So you said, what else did you have back here?
Yeah, there's 2 pole position cabs back there. There's a Super Pac-Man.
Oh, okay, I have 2 of those.
Yeah, I got Super Pac. Rally X is back there.
Oh, wow.
Stargate, Defender, Robotron is back there.
Oh, wow, Robotron too.
Yeah.
I have a multi-Williams, but...
Okay. That Joust that's downstairs used to be a multi-Williams.
Oh, and you converted it back.
I converted it back because I just decided I wanted to have all the cabinets.
Oh, okay.
I love the way all the Williams machines look.
Yeah, mine's a Stargate that was converted.
Yeah, that was a Joust, and I was a Joust cabinet. I converted it probably 2001, and then last year I converted it back to a Joust.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't have original hardware, but
I had a Defender too that was pretty mint that I sold because I got the multi-Williams because I was limited on space, and I was like, I did the opposite. I said, I can get them all here. Let me get rid of my originals.
The Stargate's in pretty good shape. The Defender definitely needs some work. Yeah. I also got a cocktail track and field cabinet there.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm in the process. I'm going to make it into a Hypersports cabinet.
Ah.
So you very rarely see cocktail Hypersports.
Oh, okay.
So I want to do that.
Yeah, I've played a couple of them that were track and field, that friends have.
Yep.
And then I saw you were working on, you had this out here. I was like, this was downstairs last time.
Oh, yeah. So I pulled the Tron out. That's the next one. I was working on Spy Hunter, which we kind of walked by it. It was all apart. I redid the cabinet about a week ago. I put new vinyl on this vinyl decal on the side, cleaned it all up.
Right.
So now it's back inside. I gutted it. I took all the wiring out to clean because it was just filthy inside.
Right.
So I took all the wiring out, cleaned all the wiring, cleaned all the boards. Now I'm just going to start putting everything back in. But it's just a slow process because that control panel, holy cow. I mean, between I think I had some of there's some of the steering wheel pieces over there. I was stripping the paint off of, but so many screws and bolts, the steering wheel and the shifter and the gas pedal, and there was so many nuts and bolts just trying to I think I spent like 2 hours taking apart the control panel one night.
Yeah. Well, even calibrating it.
And then as I'm taking screws out, I'm sitting there, we were watching TV, and I was just sitting on the couch, and I'm taking these screws out, And it was just like with every screw and piece I'm taking off to get this thing apart, it's just like turning into a more sinking feeling, because I just keep saying to myself, this is never going to go back together properly because there's just so many pieces to it, yeah. But hopefully, I took a lot of pictures though, so hopefully I'll be able to get it together. So I took Tron out and I put Spy Hunter back in because I'm at my limit. 40 machines and 3 pinballs is all I could fit in the basement. So that's what was down there. So when one comes out, another one can go in.
Has to go, yeah.
So I took
but you
this
said
one
you needed this for that, right?
Yeah. For another buddy of mine, Paul, he got this cabinet a couple of years ago, a Tron cabinet, flat packed from somebody off Clav, and he asked me to help him put it together. It just worked out where it'd be easier if I brought it here,
and then you're just comparing it to that one, basically.
Yeah, so I pulled, because I wanted to start restoring it, so I pulled mine out, took it apart, so I could see how all this one went together.
Oh, that's
so
smart.
I'm in the process of putting this one together. It's not fully together yet, but it's getting there.
This is the Spy Hunter parts you were talking about?
Yeah, all the pieces. Yeah, this is, you can see, remember I was telling you I was stripping the paint off, like this side of the handle, that's the only bit of paint that was left on it, just from so many hands being on it.
Rubbing it off.
Yeah, just wore all the paint off it. And this is, so it needs a lot of cleaning.
So these kits, you said, the guy doesn't make them anymore, right? But he had this just sitting in storage all this time, and he's finally assembling it years later.
I think he said he bought it 4 years ago.
Wow.
And it's just been sitting in the box ever since. So we unboxed it.
It looks legit too. I mean,
it's good. I mean, it's just dirty right now, but that's the way that's the way it's in there. But the pieces are. I mean, it really impressive. Just the cuts, really the CNC router,
the precision and everything.
Man, it's just precision cuts. It's amazing, and everything was all grooved. All the grooves are cut in, so it just kind of snaps in place and goes in. It's not really. It takes all the measuring out. You just plopping these pieces in and putting blocking in on them, so that kind of saves a bit of time.
All right, so let's head downstairs. We're gonna probably do a separate episode with Last Credit, and we'll play some Thayer's Quest because I've never seen that game in person, and you seem to be the resident expert on it. So,
I hope.
But thanks again. I'm gonna end this episode. Thanks so much, man, for inviting me to your house.
No problem.
For the second time.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sure there'll be many after this, and hooking me up with this fantastic door for my project. And if you guys want to subscribe, just click on the link below. You can see it right here. Also, hit me up on Twitter at Del's Arcade. That's at Del's Arcade, and also on Instagram, I'm there as well. But we're going to end this episode. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Take care.